Welcome to the undergraduate program in Biology Laboratories. In this video, we will see the introduction to the laboratories of UPB. First of all, let's meet the head of UPB and the head of laboratories for their brief speech.
Undergraduate program in Biology of Universitas Negeri Surabaya is located in the city of Surabaya, East Java, Indonesia. Undergraduate program in Biology was established on 4 August 1999 and it has received A accreditation from the National Accreditation Board for Indonesian Higher Education. The vision of undergraduate program in biology is to become a biology study program that excellent and strong in biological sciences.
Biology laboratory has two functions, namely as a learning laboratory and a research laboratory. Every week we hold a meeting to discuss and readiness of equipment and material needs for each laboratory. The availability of tools and material is very important for continuity and smoothness of activities in the laboratory.
We have 13 laboratories in 3 separate buildings, namely Basic Biology Laboratory, Structure and Development Laboratory, Microbiology, Tissue Culture, Ecology, Taxonomy, Physiology, Mycology, Biomolecular, Greenhouse, Experimental Animal Laboratory, Microtechnique, and also Laboratory of Research Development. Each laboratory is organized by a lecturer as the subhead of laboratory. All of the laboratory subheads are organized under the coordination of the head of laboratories and the head of biology department. Our laboratories are not only used for practicum but also research for both students and lecturers. Each laboratory has specific equipment and specimens for some laboratories to support the learning process, especially for practicum activities. For example, Ecology Laboratory is equipped with environmental instrument. All of this equipment supports the practicum activities such as measuring the water quality and water purification. Microbiology Laboratory is equipped with autoclave, laminar airflow cabinet, incubator, microscopes, and so on. Using this equipment, students can do the practicum and research in microbiology laboratory, such as practicing the gram strain procedure. Moreover, Mycology Laboratory facilitated students to cultivate oyster mushroom. Students usually produce the oyster mushroom for sale. It is important to build the entrepreneurial spirit for a student. This laboratory serves educational activities, especially for practical activities for the first semester students. We can see some of the equipment such as microscopes, respirometer, analytical balance and scales, glassware in various kind and size, luxmeter, soil tester, and also another equipment for ecological measurement. We also have a set of photosynthetic devices here. Using this equipment, students can practice and develop their basic biology knowledge optimally. They can observe the cells, the process of respiration, photosynthesis, or any else. We have the Physiology Laboratory. In this lab, we have the kymograph to identify the activity of the muscle bundles. We also use kymograph complementary to the Griffin spirometer to facilitate students in measuring lung capacity and human respiratory airflow. Other main types of equipment in this lab include rotary evaporator, centrifuge, water bath, ovens, incubator, spectrophotometer. Furthermore, we have the Experimental Animal Laboratory. Activities in experimental animal laboratories can be used to support research in the fields of physiology, histology, ethology, endocrinology, and immunology. taxonomy laboratory focuses on plant and animal biodiversity. Activities carried out in this laboratory include practicum and research activities. Therefore, this laboratory keeps a preserved collection of both plants and animals. This lab also equipped with magnifying lamp, a multimedia stereotrinocular microscopes that can be used to observe morphological characters. We also have an electric microscope equipped with a photomicrograph camera and software to observe anatomical structures, measuring cells, and editing images in this lab. We are arriving at the Structure and Development Laboratory. This laboratory has several main tools and instruments for supporting students' practicum and research activities, namely light microscope, stereo microscope, CCTV microscope, and dissecting set. This lab also equipped with several materials for observation, such as various kinds of animal and plant tissue slides, also human and animal skeleton. A routine student's practicum conducted in this laboratory, such as observing the animal and plant tissue using a microscope which is connected to the monitor. They can also observe the development of animal and plant embryos using a stereo microscope. Microtechnic Laboratory. This lab facilitated the practicum and research of microtechnique, such as microscope slide preparation. This laboratory is equipped with automatic tissue processor, microtome, and so on. The Tissue Culture Laboratory facilitates practicum and research in the field of tissue culture and biotechnology. Therefore, this lab is equipped with autoclave, laminar airflow cabinet, pH meter, analytical balances, hot plate magnetic stirrer, rotary shaker, incubator, inverted microscope, and so on. Using this equipment, students can do the experiments such as making an anther culture to produce haploid plants. UPB has 3 buildings as the greenhouse. Each greenhouse has different themes such as potted fruit tree, leafy ornamental plants, and flowering ornamental plants. We do both the cultivation and propagation for these plants. Furthermore, we can produce some ornamental plants for sale. Greenhouse also has some plants supporting the practicum of plant identification, vegetable propagation with hydroponic, and so on. In addition, students can do the experiment for their thesis research such as plant phytoremediation and seed invigoration in this laboratory. Last but not least is laboratory tour to the Laboratory of Research Development. This laboratory is equipped with refrigerated centrifuge, UV spectrophotometer, electrophoresis apparatus, thermocycler, and UV transilluminator to facilitate research in the molecular biology area. We can perform DNA isolation from animal, plant, and bacterial samples, gene amplification, and molecular characterization in this laboratory. We have the general safety rules that is applied to every lab. Environmental and personal safety always being the priority in the laboratory work. Therefore, our laboratories are equipped with devices to support users' occupational safety and health. We have first aid kit, a fire extinguisher, fire alarm, fire blanket, firefighting mask, safety shower, chemical spill kit, evacuation route sign, eye wash station, wheelchair, also other medical devices. It is very important because sometimes we have some unexpected condition when we do the laboratory work. In this section of the video, we will see some of simulation of unexpected condition in the laboratory. If any spills occur when you are working in the lab, please notify your supervisor immediately. They will direct you on how to properly clean and decontaminate your workspace. If you are unhealthy, or for the worst case your friend got unconscious, take her into medical room and the officer will help. When you have the accidentally chemical contact with the eyes, you will be guided to do the eye wash.